Hello YouTube, this is Ruth Basque here with another video. So today is Divination Tuesday. So I figured I would do a video on, and I'm doing it on my bed in the bedroom, so excuse the messed up bedspread here, people. So anyway, I'm going to start with the Goddess for every day, and I'm questioning this book now because they have here the Goddess sticks. And she's supposed to be the goddess, the Greek goddess, best known as the divinity of the river and Hades. She is actually one of the Titans. But I always thought that the person who ruled Hades and the river Styx was a male, because he was the boatman. But I guess according to them, there's a female goddess of the river Styx as well. So, you know, that's pause to think. The key word, though, is oath, and the contemplation is, I give my word as if my life depended on it. In fact, it does. So when you give an oath, you keep that oath. So I thought I'd share that with you guys today on that little bit of information that gives you pause to think about all the different deities they have out there, male and female. And for Divination Tuesday, I'm pulling out my Magical Alchemy, and I'm going to the first section of this book because I wanted to share with you another way of divination. This is the 13 essential crystals and their many meanings. So what this tells you all about, tells you about 13 stones you can use to derive answers to for questions like you would a tarot deck or a crystal oracle or anything like that. And it names 16 different stones you can do that with. So at some point, I am probably going to try to set my phone up, and it will probably be running in front of my little screensaver I got going, because I can't read this and hold the phone all at the same time. It just isn't going to happen. And I have some crystals here because I've started this oracle set right here that they're talking about. So I wanted to share those crystals with you as well. The ones I have, I don't have all 13 of them yet, but I have started the set, and I'm going to share these with you since I get them on my little black bag. So I put mine in a little black pouch because I feel black is good for keeping away negative energies you don't want interfering with your divination. And so here's the stones that I'm using for mine. And this is the rose quartz right here. It's not the best rose quartz out there, but it is a rose quartz. I liked it. I like the way it felt, and it's almost perfectly round. It kind of gave me the feeling of feminine energy. I know it doesn't look pink. Well, it's not. It's a very pale pink, actually. But when you put it on the cloth like that, then the pink really shows up. So it's like, it shows up really well right there on the black. You can see the pink there. So that's my rose quartz, and then and it says the rose quartz. Some quartz colors are worthy of closer inspection, and the beautiful rose quartz is another one of them. This is a wonderful stone when it comes to learning forgiveness, compassion, and self-acceptance. Rose quartz is pink in color, and in fact, is found in both opaque and translucent forms. It's a heart chakra stone, beginning sensation and empathize, but it isn't a pacifier. It aligns with Venus, Taurus, and the middle of spring. In divination, it's a sure sign that love is on its way, though that doesn't necessarily mean romance. So when you have this one in divination pulled out of this sack, it means love is on its way, but not necessarily romance. So that's for the rose quartz. How come I have two of them in here? I have another rose quartz here. Maybe I'll replace my rose quartz with that one because that looks more pink than that one. They're both. This is more of a pink rose quartz than that one. So I think I'm maybe switching my rose quartz out. That's probably why I have two of them in there. So calcite is another stone. I don't have that one in my bag. Oh, okay, wait, no, this isn't a rose quartz. This is my moonstone. No wonder it didn't look like a rose quartz. It has a pink hue to it, and the moonstones usually don't have that. I think it's been in proximity to my rose quartz too much, because this is my moonstone. This is my rose quartz. And so the moonstone is so soothing to fried nerves with its soft treasures and its precisely iridescent. It comes in the soft of hues from the perfect milky blue to a rainbow and into a deep powdered gray. It's a stone that will aid you in organizing your thoughts and feelings, as well as guiding you when it comes to developing insight and psychic awareness. It is a third eye chakra stone and teaches you the difference between vision and illusion. It's aligned with the moon, Cancer, and early summer. In devastation, it promotes to an older female the archetypes grandmother and her wisdom, and advance that you should start paying closer attention to the cycle and rhythm of your life. So, imagine that. Me, I'm 61, been doing this for most of my life, and I get my moonstone and my rose quartz mixed up. Duh! Losing my mind here much, people? We all get things confused now and then. It is not a fault. It is just a fact of life. So, forgive me for that little mishap there. I feel sometimes like I'm starting all over again when I'm doing this stuff. Then there's citrine, and I have a citrine. This is my citrine right here. And you can tell it's a beautiful stone. Now, some people say this is not a true citrine, but, you know, I'm not going to get into arguments about it. I've always been told that this is citrine, so it's my citrine. And the citrine is associated with Leo, the sun. In divination, it promotes to energies and new beginnings. So this is new beginnings in your divination. So that's 3 of the 13 that I have right there. Malachite, I do have a malachite. This is a malachite right here. You can tell malachite because they're dark green and they have these beaded stripes in them. Malachite is a really pretty stone. I love malachite. It's rare and it's hard to work with. So jewelers, when they make this, have to wear special masks. That's what I have found out about malachite. It's actually a poisonous stone. So when you're like polishing it or grinding it or shaping it, you need to wear a protective mask to keep from getting the poisonous powders into your lungs and into your system. So malachite is actually a poisonous crystal, but they are so beautiful. Once they're polished or shaped or whatever, you can mess with them and hold them all you want. It's only during the time of the polishing or shaping them when you have to take things to them and you get the powder in the air that they are actually poisonous. So, yep, this is malachite. And I love malachite. I don't know why. It just really draws to me for some reason. Maybe it's because I'm an earth sign, which is a Virgo. So, malachite, in the divination, it suggests it's time to listen to messages from the heart, whether they're motivated or literate. It is also a good sign that emotional stress is ending. So that would be a good one to have if you're doing a divination with the crystal to see. Agate. Now, agate comes in so many different types, and what I have here is a lace agate. So agate, depending on the color of your agate or the type of agate you had, will depend on the meaning. And mine, as you can tell, is a lace agate. Let's see if I can get in the frame here. And I love my little lace agate. My lace agate is like, I've had this crystal ever since I lived in California. I was 34 when I first got this crystal. And so I've had it for over 30 years. And it's always been with me. And it's a lace agate. So I'm going to try to find the area where it mentions lace agate and see what it says about the lace agate. This is going to take me a little bit because they don't really mention lace agate. They mention more like just the colors. So like blue lace agate, bullseye agate, which I guess would be the lace agate. Fire agate, I don't have that. I have a moss agate, but it's on a crystal that I wear. So yeah, it doesn't really say the lace agate in here. I know I put it in there because it was just an agate. So for divination with the agate, it's going to be hard to interpret because it doesn't just give just agate itself. Agate comes in many colors and many moods, from the beautiful blue lace agate to the sensual-like turtle agate, and more agate is quartz stone in the form of calcite. Agates encourage strength and resistance, enhance creativity, improvement, self-confidence, and reduce stress and tension. All the different types of agate are aligned with Scorpio, Pluto, and to a lesser extent Mars. Mid-autumn, their extensive influence depends literally on their color, so it's useful to have more than one agate in your bundle. And mine is a brown colored agate. I'm still trying to figure out what they mean by certain agates in here. Crazy lace agate, because it is a lace agate. So I'm going to go with the crazy lace agate, which they're saying is a third eye chakra. In divination, it is advising you to chill out and get some rest and relaxation with your loved ones. So I'm going to go with it being a crazy lace agate because, well, it doesn't have a color for it, and that is kind of crazy laced. So that's the crazy lace agate. And then I have the, what was the next stone? Sodalite. I don't have a sodalite. Oh, yeah, I do too. Here it is. This is a sodalite right here. Some people mistake this one for the lapis lazurite, but it's not. This is a sodalite. The lapis has gold in it and white in it, and it's a dark blue like this, but you could definitely in the lapis lazurite see the gold, and as you can tell, this does not have any gold in it. So this is just the sodalite. And the sodalite is Sagittarius of Jupiter. And in divination, and advises that perhaps there are things and people that need clearing out of your life before you proceed. So, yeah, that would be another stone to keep an eye on when you're doing this. I'm not going to go over all of them because this video is already getting quite long and extensive. But I don't have a tourmaline in here yet, and I do have fluorite. Mine is a blue fluorite. And but fluorite actually comes in a rainbow color, but some people break the fluorite off in colors and just sell them just in the one particular color. So this, as you can see, is a blue fluorite. I've had this blue fluorite since I was, well, in my 30s when I got my lace agate, so it's been with me for that long too. Fluorite, in divination, it points to all manners of fertility and clairvoyancy, and encourages you to find your heart's desire through what you have to do. So that's the fluorite. The amethyst, and I have this beautiful amethyst right here that I'm using in the sack of my stones. The amethyst in divination, it points to some kind of movement. Usually this is spiritual growth or some sort, but it can also indicate a house move. So that would be your amethyst. And storing, it tells you how to store your stones, how to cleanse your stones. And like I said, I store mine in a black bag right here. These are all the stones I'm using for my divination collection that I am doing. And I can't believe I actually got that moonstone mixed up with my rose quartz. That is so idiotic. Oh, the crone will not forget that very soon. I'll tell you that for sure. So there's all my crystals that I have that I'm going to be using in my divination. I'm going to practice with them so I get to know their meanings really well and what they work with best. And then I'll probably, just for shits and giggle, at some point sit down and do a drawing and a reading for myself, because I think it would be kind of fun to do that. Most people say don't do readings for yourself because you'll only see what you want to see. And this is true, you probably will. I know that there are times I actually have done that with tarot cards, and it's like, oops, nope, that's not what it meant. So I should have went with what was on my first thing on my mind and not what I wanted to hear. So that is today's Divination Tuesday on the Crystal Oracle that I am putting together from this beautiful book right here. This is this year's book. So this one will be going out in after December, and everybody will have to get a new one, because this one is for, 2019. This is, next year's, and I've been studying it. I didn't get this year's. This is 2019's. So this is for next year. So if any of you are interested in this, it's put out by Little Wayne. It's 2019's Magical Alchemy. And if any of you out there who watch these videos are interested in what's in this book, I highly suggest you go to a bookstore and get it. You can also get it off of Little Wayne's personal website. It's not really that expensive. I only paid $14.99 for it. And if you're in Canada, you're going to pay $19.99 for it plus tax. So, yeah, I didn't pay all that much for it. It's been a wonderfully handy book. I have been really getting ahead of myself in the year for next year by just reading this book. So, in the meantime, I hope you liked this video. If you do, link it, share it, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified when I put out new videos. And in the meantime, remember to always be yourself. Unless you could be a dragon, then always be a dragon. Blessed be.